All right, good afternoon. It is currently the 17th. Yeah, February 17th. I tell you, I must be part lizard because it is just low 80s. It's literally just 80s. It's the middle of the day. Normally I like to walk in the morning, but it has still been a little chilly. My body can't take it very well. But this is perfect. Like I said, I must be part lizard. I can just lay on a rock in the sun and I'll be ecstatic. You know, I'm made for it. My skin's made for it, so I love the heat. Just nothing like above 110. That's just a lot. But so I thought about yesterday and what should be my next step. So obviously adding the walking back in is one part. We did finally get my marriage certificate. Our marriage certificate came in, so we can start getting the ball rolling on me changing IDs and all that fun stuff. I do want to at least do my vote first. We're currently doing Texas midterms, so I'm pretty proactive in those environments. So I want to get my vote in before I make any changes to my stuff. But I can schedule stuff in, you know. And then today what I want to do is do an honest to God closet purge. If it doesn't fit, if it looks like really tight on me, if it doesn't look good for my body shape, it's gone. So, and then what I want to do is that box will become my prize as I start losing weight. So that way I don't have to repurchase all the clothes again. I'm not in a position to have to repurchase all the clothes because a lot of it is good. It's just that I got big. So if I can hold on to it, keep it in my closet as a reminder, hey, you lose weight, you can get in this cute dress again. That is going to be great. So that's probably what I'm going to do after I done with this little short walk. And then just start purging through my closet. That's going to be my next task. So next task. Jesus, I can't English. Anyway, let's get going. Okay, so I just came back. It's about a mile and a half walk. And I feel better. Really do. I took a quick shower because I don't want to go through my clothes nice and sweaty. So pretty much, you know, I'm just going to start purging through my closet. So let me show you guys. Okay, so this is my closet. I do have one or two totes, and I know it doesn't seem very big because it's not. I do have a walk-in closet, but I surrender it to my friend. I take care of her, and she's in her 80s. She can't climb stairs, so this is, I've had to use a child's closet for a while. And then my husband now uses the other bedroom's child's closet. So my goal today is to pretty much go through this. First, I'm going to pull all the low-hanging fruit, which is stuff that I know will not fit me at all. So I'm going to start purging through that and just start getting stuff out of here. And then I plan to go to the local thrift shop, see if I can find something that is more fitting to my size, so I can feel comfortable again in my skin, and then going ahead and then just kind of just going from there, and hopefully I can get myself back down. But I got to start somewhere. It's frustrating having a closet where you can only fit in one or two pieces of clothing, and then you just feel extra bad about yourself. So let's go ahead and get this process going. So I got quite a bit done. I managed to fill in one tote. I was trying not to do this, but I might have to fill a second tote. Mostly I removed anything that was not a 1X and above. So anything that was medium, anything that was large, as much as it pains me, it has to go, because what I've come to realize is that part of the problem that I was having is that I had a large shirt, but it was a stretchy shirt. So in my mind, I was like, I'm still large. Next thing I know, I am a 3X. So it all gotta go. It's gotta go. I gotta go back to just really firm fabric, so that way it constantly reminds me of my eating. It is not a really eating disorder thing. It's just the fact that I have to control. I'm not quite sure what to do at this point. So, you know, if I cannot exercise, so I don't have ample time to exercise the way that I used to back in the day, it has to come down to me cutting down very harshly on my caloric intake. It It's just math. It's just the way things are. So yeah, let me show you what my closet looks like now. So there was a couple things that I cannot pack the way they are because I love my fur baby. But man, she puts fur on all my stuff and it is blatantly obvious that it's covered in fur. So I'm just going to wash this before I put it away in the next tote. As you can see, there was a lot of my work dresses here. I love floral. It's something that, you know, I went from wearing a lot of emo clothing to suddenly, ta-da, flowers. And it just kind of worked a lot for my work attire. Or a lot of solid, you know, just very easy fit stuff because I tend to work in very cerebral type work and I hate feeling uncomfortable. I just can't focus. So I like things that are loose and comfy and very floral and very bright. And then my closet, like I said, it's going to take a little bit more work. I migrated everything from the bottom and I have to continue going through this. So this might be another part of a video that I might have to do. And I'm going to continue purging and then I'm going to have to restock a lot of this because even this stuff doesn't fit me. And I do have another tote in another room with more cute clothes, which is unfortunate, but you know, this is what I gotta do. I do appreciate you guys joining me while I do my little shenanigans. It just kind of helps me in between me having to work from home and having to do freelance work. So this does help me quite a bit. It's just, you know, just keeps me sane. And, you know, hopefully I can figure out a good solution to this, but it's looking more and more like, you know, like I said, once I get insurance back up and running, that I will probably be one of the Ozempic people or whatever the GLP wants, because I've always struggled with my weight. I have lost a lot of weight twice. The first time I went from 250 to 152 pounds in high school, and that's while I was doing a marching band and soccer. And then the second time was around 10 years ago, where I was literally at the gym twice a day, eating tilapia and broccoli, like really crummy stuff. Eventually, I ended up with a spinal injury. I got crushed in a 5-car collision. It just sounds a lot worse than what it was. Broke my spine. I was trying to do the reserves for the Navy, and I just kind of put a wrench on things. I was not able to go. I even had my MEP stuff ready to go, and I put a wrench on it. And ever since then, I've just been fighting the weight. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing my other treatment, which would impede me from taking them. I'm a little too old for it anyway, so might as well just try to lose weight, try to stay able-bodied so I can enjoy the rest of my life happily with my husband. So that's pretty much it. But anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Y'all take care. Cheers.